The royal family is sick and tired of Harry and Meghan and will never make peace with the duo if they keep cashing in on their titles. Woo, I'm here for this. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor. Hello to all my royal viewers. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching and being here. These two just thought they could get away with this. They thought they could be their own royals on their own terms, and it's just blowing up in their faces. Harry and Meghan's agenda is getting torn apart after Spotlight Row. They found themselves in the center of a dispute over the timing of their latest brand launch, which we talked about the other day. But one expert believes it's all to do with image. This comes in from Kinsey Schofield, who we love. She blasted the couple's timing and said in the week's episode of Air and Spare, whether this was coincidental or not, Harry and Meghan could have ended the negative headline or talk of how inappropriate and catty this looks by wishing the king a happy birthday. That would have changed the direction of the conversation, but instead we're sitting here going, can you believe she tried to upstage the Princess of Wales with dog food? The whole objective is to change her brand from mean girl to earthy girl next door and mum blugger, and I just think the damage is done. 100%. Nacho, I thought that the link was there. Nacho is out there peddling more jam, raspberry jam, and seemingly dog biscuits. They can't stop themselves. Oh, well, we can't control when Nacho posts these things. Yeah, you can. You could have just not given Nacho stuff this week. You could have told Nacho, hey, please don't release it during Troop in the Color. You didn't care. The more I look at it, and I saw a lot of your feedback in the comments because a lot of you were coming to me, Andy, it was totally intentional. It seems totally intentional. And that's why I believe this headline, which I really want to spotlight on, which is the fact that the royals, they're calling them out. And I believe this wholeheartedly. They're never going to make peace with the royals if Meghan and Harry keep cashing in on their titles. Experts chiming in, and I totally believe this. After Nacho Figueroa was out there promoting the former Suits products on the heels of Catherine finally coming back, they're getting a lot of flack for it, as they should. They even tried to put out some little, oh, well, we didn't really mean to do. We couldn't have controlled it, but nonsense. Duke and Duchess will need to be careful in their business dealings if they want to make peace with the British royal family. The claim was made by several royal experts who feared that the couple expands their empire in California, the rift with the royal family will only deepen. Harry and Meghan have drifted so far out to sea as far as King Charles III and Prince William are concerned. Christopher Anderson, author of The King, told Fox News Digital, there is really no foreseeable way in which they'll ever be welcomed back. Even if Harry was to throw himself at the king's feet and beg for forgiveness, which Harry is not about to do, the best he could hope for would be crumbs from the royal table and the sort of grudging acceptance that is currently being afforded to Harry's disgraced uncle, Prince Andrew. It's a good comparison because Andrew sometimes gets a little breadcrumb thrown his way, it's true, but they don't really respect him, it's clear. I don't really respect the guy either. That interview was so bad. And a lot of his answers were so bad. There's been more that's come forward that I do wonder is what was actually true, but I still am not a fan of Prince Andrew. If Harry and Meghan are determined to monetize their titles, then they'll just be digging that hole deeper and deeper. But if they simply use their California-centric celebrity to build their brand and steer clear of overtly capitalizing on the Sussex name and Windsor connection, well, everybody has a right to make a living. Even then, there would still be some acrimony and zero chance of Harry getting back into the King and William's good graces. Clearly, it'd be something. But yes, they don't think they'll ever be welcomed back in the royal fold now at this point, as they continue to try to make their own money their own way and use these royal connections and titles to their benefit. Members from the royal family have told Harry if he wants a relationship with the rest of the family, then first and foremost, he has to stop talking about them. They can't go about making money off their associations with the royal family. They're going to have to sort of realize if they're going to have a relationship with the rest of the royal family, they can't go about trashing them. Seemingly common sense, right? You'd think. Hopefully they see that the royal family are very united without them. And if they do want a relationship going forward, they need to take the steam out of the relationship and out of the things they say sometimes. Do you think they're going to do that? Because I don't. Oh, look at that fake is. Couple's pal, Nacho, recently came under fire after posting some of the Duchess's products. Were the dog biscuits really hers? Seems like, where else would they have come from? On Friday night, the polo player and model shared a picture of a pot of jam from Meghan's budding lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, along with a photo of a jar of dog biscuits, according to People. While People on Friday, where Figueroa appears to be based on location in the U.S., The time difference, they showed up in feeds in the UK in the early hours Saturday morning before the Trooping the Colour ceremony. The Princess of Wales had announced on Friday that she would be in attendance, public celebration honoring King Charles III as he continues cancer treatment. The timing of Kate's announcement, followed by Figaro's post, caused outrage among viewers. However, some noted the timing could have simply been coincidental. And look, I reported it that way too. It's hard to control somebody else. Maybe Nacho doesn't know about Trooping the Colour. I know a lot of you royal people do. I didn't know what the hell it was, and if I didn't have Steph and you guys to tell me. Here in the U.S., it's not a big deal. Look, for us, please don't be offended, guys. But for us, let's look silly. A bunch of rich, fancy people on a balcony waving. Rich, expensive carriages. I get it. It's all royal, legacy and respect. But you got to understand that some other people look silly, just as I'm sure some of our American customs look silly to you as well. So look, it is possible that they just didn't know. They weren't paying attention. They are so self-centered, the Sussex crew, that maybe they didn't. You'd think Meghan would know. Meghan knew. Well, I can say maybe Nacho didn't know. Meghan knew. And Nacho seems to be very aggressively Team Sussex and believes that the royal family has mistreated them. So maybe he really did want to stick it to them and say, haha, let's do this. Let's get some more attention. Do I believe Meghan was out there like, Nacho? Let's do the voice.
Nacho, you got to do this right at 10 a.m. So that way it's early enough where we can say it's not going to interact with the Trooping the Colour, but then it'll be just in time where everyone will assume it and then we'll get more publicity because we're talking about it.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Anything's possible with this Sussex squad trio here with Nacho. In recent history, if recent history is any indicator, they're not just likely to do so. Their success is almost dependent upon them doing so. Talking about the fact that they have to use the titles to make money. Harry and Meghan have very different paths and levels of global popularity. Prior to the split from the royal family, everything they've done since has been off the backs of their royal connection. No one can deny that. No defender of Meghan can deny that everything they've done has been off the royal family's back. 100%. They always ignore that fact. They want to resort to them, trash talk them. Well, because they got trash talked. But what are they doing their own that's actually helping people? That's what I'd like to know. Can they be prohibited from monetizing their former current royal status? Probably not. Harry was beloved around the world. Meghan enjoyed small-scale popularity with a niche American TV viewing audience. She burst on the global scene during the 2018 wedding, then burst into PR flames. Taylor Swift is the only person on the planet who can make billions of dollars telling the same story about a girl done wrong to fresh ears and open wallets. Meghan doesn't have that sparkle. Ouch. Harry has a strained relationship with his family, as we know, had a brief meeting with him as he was finding out about the cancer. It's all very sad. It is all very sad, but I can only feel so much empathy because these two asked for it. But I got to be honest, it's encouraging to see the royal family, the sources to the royal family finally putting out there, like, enough is enough. You're digging a hole deeper and deeper, and they know it. And it'll be interesting to see how much deeper they really keep going with this, how much they really care, because I do think Harry cares more than Meghan. I think Harry is going to regret this, especially once he realizes Meghan's been using him for clout and fame, for a title to make herself more popular. And now as they're putting out these new brands and trying to make their own thing, they're starting to realize how bad it is that they've created this rift. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for them. Hit that subscribe button if you want to hear more analysis from me on the Royals. Hit that bell for alerts so you get notified. Smash that like button and leave your comments down below. I want to hear what you think. Always appreciate you being here on Popcorn Palace. We're live over on Planet. So make sure you check out that as well. We got 2 channels for you for all your pop culture and royal news. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting.